Hello everyone. So now let's take a look at the interpretation of the skewness value that we just calculated. So if the skewness is equal to 0, okay, if the skewness is equal to 0, that means our data is symmetrical, our distribution is symmetrical. If the skewness is greater than 0, that means our data is positively skewed. And if the skewness is less than 0, that means our data is negatively skewed. Okay. In most real life scenarios, however, what we consider is instead of strictly equal to 0, even if our skewness values are between minus zero point 0.2 and plus zero point 0.2, we approximately consider it to be symmetrical or normal. Okay. In our case, the value that we got is 0.305, which is greater than 0 and in fact greater than zero point 0.2 as well. So we'll say that it is positively skewed. Now, what do you mean by the positively skewed and negatively skewed in terms of visualization? How do you visualize this data? So this is your symmetrical distribution. Okay. On the x axis, you have different values, and on y axis, you have how many times those values occur in your data set or data. Okay. So, in case of symmetrical distribution, mean, median, and mode are the same. That is, the mean value is the value which is at the middle of the sorted data as well, that is the median, and that the same value is also the value that occurs most frequently in the entire data, that is the mode. Now, in case of positive skew, why is it called as positive skew? It is not arbitrary. Why it is called as positive is because if you observe the tail, okay, these two ends of the distribution are called as the tails of the distribution. If you see the tail on the right side or the positive side, on the number line, we have if we go towards the right, we increase. Okay, we do plus one, right? So that is the positive direction. Right side is the positive direction on the number line, and left side is the negative direction on the number line. Okay, so if we go towards the right, that is positive. If our right tail is longer, we say that it is positively skewed because it's on the positive side of the number line. Now, mean is easily affected by larger values. So, what does this tail mean? The longer tail on the right side or positive side means that there are few values, but they are very large values. So, those few large values will affect the mean. So, mean will be large or mean will shift towards the right because of this longer tail on the right side. Median won't be affected by few large values on the right side. Okay, median will be approximately still at the center of the data, and mode is the peak of our distribution. Okay, so mode will be the least in case of the positive skew. Okay, so mode is less than median, which is less than mean. That is the positive skew. In case of negative skew, similarly, as you can see, because there are few values which are very small, our mean easily gets affected by such values on the left tail, and therefore mean will be the smallest of all the three. Then comes median, which is slightly not affected, and then comes mode. Okay, so mean is less than median is less than mode for negatively skewed data. So that's it for the interpretation.